Welcome to the daily schedule for May 8th. Okay, we're on day 53. Now, pretty much looks the same today. I'm going to recommend, because it's Friday and it's so nice and it might be kind of hard to focus on your work, make yourself a good checklist today. Decide on a few fun things to work on. Maybe do that research you've been wanting to do. Read your book, listen to the videos and such. But make a good checklist today because it's Friday. It feels like Friday. So same sort of thing. We'll do a little bit of math for like 3 or 4 minutes in just a sec here. We'll do words of the day and I'll give you another writing prompt. Zoom meeting at 10. I'm going to try and get some photos from, maybe I'll throw up some photos from class today as our game. We'll see how that's going to work. Work choices, use your checklist, whatever goals you set for yourself. I'll post the read aloud in just a little bit. Sometimes I can get it up before the Zoom meeting. Usually it comes right after. And then we'll do day in history. I've been changing my days in history a little bit to stay away from the more depressing ones. That's why there's kind of been some more obscure days in history, because I'm just trying to find things that, can make us happy. So, now apparently Fairchild Air Force Base is going to have a flyover with some aircraft at 1:35 downtown. So take a look for that. If you pop outside at 1:35, you might see them, you might not. I don't know. They're going to fly all around Eastern Washington. So, and then we'll be done. Okay, you guys ready to do some math? Let's do it. All right. Now these problems I give you, these can be things that you can work on today as your math work choice. So the example problem I gave you, make up 5 more of your own. There you go. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do some greater than, less than with fractions for 4th grade. So if we look at this first one here, we have 89 100ths is greater than 9 tenths. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the denominators the same. We're going to find a common denominator. This one's pretty easy because it's 100 and a tenth. And so if I want to take this and turn it into 100th, I just add another 0. I just multiply it by 10. And if whatever I do to the bottom, I got to do to the top. Now, if we look at this now, is 89 100ths bigger than 98 100ths? No, it's not. This is false. Okay, let's do the next one. 7 12ths is less than 2 thirds. Okay, we got to find a common denominator. Anytime you see a 12 with a 3, we should know that we're going to multiply by 4. So, to turn this into something with 12s, we're going to multiply by 4. Whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the top. This now becomes 8 12ths, which is 7 12ths less than 8 12ths? Yes, it is. Okay, this is true. Okay, next one, 3/5. 3/5 is greater than 4 tenths. All right. Another pretty easy common denominator. We got fifths and tenths. We're just going to multiply this by 2 to get to 10. Times 2 times 2. This is going to make this 6 tenths. Is 6 tenths greater than 4 tenths? It sure is. That is true. Okay, so 4th graders, work on some common denominators, do easy ones, and do some greater than, less than. All right, let's see what we got next. Ooh, next, 5th graders, we're going to do a little bit of volume. Okay. Now, for volume, this says we have a rectangular prism that has a volume of 42 cubic units. Ooh, they already give you the volume. So let's make ourselves a rectangular prism. Okay, not the most beautiful rectangular prism. And they say this is 42 units cubed, right? Volume uses cubic units. Okay, the length is 3 units. So yeah, let's make this the length. The width is 2 units. What's the height? Ooh. So what we really have here, because remember the formula is base times height times width, is 2 times 3 times what equals 42. Okay, so let's simplify this a little bit. What's 2 times 3? 6. 6 times what equals 42? Well, what times 6 equals 42? Let's see if I can do math facts this early in the morning. I'm going to go with 7. 7 times 6. So this would be 7 units. So 7. Okay? So volume, you can do volume with this missing variable. It's actually good practice for algebra. Okay, let's take a look at the 6th grade stuff. Ooh, this one, it's kind of easy, but let's take a look. A recipe requires a half a cup of flour for every batch of cookies. How many full batches of cookies can be made with 5.5 cups of flour? Now you can do the division with fractions, or we can just use logic. Okay, they have a half a cup of flour. Okay, and we have a total of 5.5. Well, let's just look at it. Here is one batch, right? Here's one batch. Okay, now 5. How many times does 1/2 go into 5? Well, if we just split each unit. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each one of these is 1, and we can get 2/2 out of each. So, how many batches can we make? Well, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 11. 11 batches. Okay, so you don't have to always do the math. You can logic it out, okay? This one can be solved very quickly with logic. Now, 6th graders, work on some fractions today, and I'll see you guys in a little bit for words of the day.